Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Shyam, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Nam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Play the cards, I'll let you do everything. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Radhe 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 Radhe.
Radhe 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 Radhe.
Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe Jaya Sri Radhe.
Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe Jaya Sri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Radhe.
Radhe 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 Radhe.
Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe Jaya Sri Radhe.
Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna Jai Sri Krishna.
Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna Jai Sri Krishna.
Pavan Radhe Tero Nam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Nam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Radhe Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Jai Sri Radhe.
Krishna Krishna Jai Shri Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Jai Sri Krishna.
Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Radhe 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 Radhe. Radhe 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 Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Jai Shri 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 Radhe
Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Radhe Jai Shri Radhe Radhastami ki jai
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 Radha Kunda ki jai
Radha Kunda ki jai
Shama Kunda ki jai
Jaya Kunda ki jai
Girajaran ki jai
Girijaran ki jai
Radha Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shavamadhamari Dev Radha
Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shamavanamari
Dev Radha Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shavamadhamari
Radha Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shamavanamari
Giridhari Shavamadhamari
Giridhari Shamavanamari
Radha Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shavamadhamari
Radha Ramana Giridhari Giridhari Shamavanamari
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe. This is Radhastami 2022 in Radha Kunda, Brajmando, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Radharani Ki Jai. So we have some pastimes, Radharani, to share with everyone. And the first one is called Mangala Devi Puja. Mangala Devi Puja. You all know that story, Mangala Devi Puja? No. Why not? You weren't there in 2006 on the yatra? It's from 2006. Okay. Now, Mangala Devi Puja, where are you? Can't turn the pages. Page 78. Okay, this is Mangala Devi Puja, our first Lila for today. For many days, Krishna was not able to see Radharani because her nasty mother-in-law, who is who? Jatila! She locked Radharani up in the house. So one day, Abhimanyu, who's Abhimanyu? Quote unquote, so-called husband of Radharani. So he had to go to Mathura to buy cows. He'd always with the cows. So Krishna disguised himself as Abhimanyu. But he's in Mathura. He enters Jatila's house, imitating Abhimanyu's voice. He said, I heard something in Mathura, so I came back from Mathura to get some more money to buy more cows. But in the market when I was in Mathura, I got the news that tonight and today is the most important day to do puja to Mangala Devi. So every married woman in Brajmandal should go to the forest and worship the deity of Mangala Devi. So this is Krishna disguised Abhimanyu telling his mother that she should let Radharani go into the forest tonight and worship Mangala Devi. Because Abhimanyu is explaining the details to his mother, Jatila, that if Radharani, she worships on this particular day, she goes into the forest and worships that great auspicious deity of Mangala Devi, it will benefit the whole family. But part of the rules of the puja, you have to instruct your daughter she has to do Jagran. Jagran means she has to stay up all night and return home the next morning. So Jatila agreed. Jatila agreed to let Radharani go out to the forest to worship Mangala Devi under the wise instruction of Abhimanyu, who was actually Krishna, in disguise as so-called husband. So Radharani went out to worship quote-unquote Mangala Devi. So then Krishna said goodbye to Jatila and said he's returning to the market to finish buying cows. Before leaving, Krishna, disguised Abhimanyu, told Jatila, listen, Jatila, I also heard that Krishna is planning to disguise himself to look like me and try to sneak into the house to meet with my wife, Radharani. So be careful. So meanwhile, the real Abhimanyu is in Mathura buying cows, and the false or disguised Abhimanyu, Krishna, is doing all these things. So then Krishna left there to meet Radharani later in the forest. Not too much flies are fired up. How are you doing today? Drinking water? That's our stage studio light there. Jatila and Kutila grabbed big sticks to beat up Abhimanyu upon his return from Mathura. Soon after some time, the real Abhimanyu approached the house of Jatila. And Jatila stood on the rooftop yelling, you rascal, you cheater, you can't fool me, get out of here. You scoundrel. You have a lot of nerve to disguise yourself as my son. Get out of here before I beat you to death with my sticks. Abhimanyu, the real Abhimanyu, was totally bewildered. My mother's gone batty. My mother's gone cracko. She's cracked. She took some bong or something. Abhimanyu thought his mother was ghostly haunted. Of course, it's true. She's haunted by a big black ghost named Krishna. So he went out to find a tantric doctor to cure his crazy mother. So meanwhile, nightfall came, and Radharani prepared for puja Mangala Devi. All the Brajagopis went to the forest and had a blissful meeting with their beloved Shyam. Nanda Kanda Bhagavan Shri Krishna ki Jai, Radharani ki Jai. So this is Radharani's worship of Mangala Devi. Mangala Devi is Paramangal Shri Krishna. That's a nice one. Now this next one is I don't know. This is Krishna bites Chatila. This there, Krishna bites. Good idea, huh? Probably gonna break his teeth or something. Her skin's like a rock, you know. She's like. Krishna, this story is called Krishna bites Chatila. You heard this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
What? You weren't there in 2007, Yatra? You're right. Yatra, where are you? One day, once upon a time, Krishna and Subal met Chatila. Krishna and Subal happened, for some reason, happened to be walking near Yavat. For some unknown reason, I don't know why. But they bumped into Chatila, the nasty mother-in-law of Radharani. And as soon as Chatila saw Shamsundar, she became angry and agitated and called out. Chatila said, "You black snake! You poison and ravish all the innocent young girls of Braj with your treacherous flute music. What are you doing here?" Krishna looked at Chatila with a slight smile. And Krishna said, "Oh, you evil witch!" Krishna said to Chatila, the beloved mother-in-law of Radharani, he didn't call her name, he just, "You evil witch! Why are you hiding yourself among the elderly gopis? I have come to bite you with my fangs." Hearing this unusual talk, Subal fell down on the ground laughing like this guy. After waking up and walking away for some distance, Krishna turned to Subal and said, Krishna said, "Actually, Subal, when these old ladies of Braj, like Chatila, when they chastise me with harsh words, I feel very blissful." The Vedas, Rig Samhita and Vedas, are full of choice poetry and Sanskrit shlokas praising me in so many amazing ways, but I don't feel a drop of joy from hearing them. I feel unlimited happiness from hearing the sharp rebukes and chastisements of the old gopis of Braj like Chatila. Chatila ki!
Jai!
No jai! Some people cheer for her. Okay. That's nice. So now, the new past, not old pastime, new, old, new for some, old for some. This is called Krishna becomes Kali. Krishna becomes Goddess Kali. Who's Kali? Durga. Kali Bhairava. What does he look like? Look like that? Like that, huh? I think you're more ferocious than Kali. I'm not afraid of Kali, I'm afraid of you. But you go like, ah, dangerous. Kutila, who's Kutila?
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law Radharani. She heard from somebody, her parents or something. Anyway, everybody has her SMS parents. She heard that Radharani was enjoying with Krishna in the forest. Very unusual situation. Isn't it? That rarely happens. Believe it or not, Krishna's enjoying Radharani in the forest. Rasa Vihari ki. Vrindavan Vihari Lala ki. So, Kutil reported immediately to her elder brother Abhimanyu. Guess what? Kutil said, listen, brother. Listen, big bro. Don't worry, relax. Stand exactly where you are. Leave the rest to me. Oh, wait a minute. I had to rewind this story. I should. I got really screwed up. If the leader's blind, everybody falls in this. So we can stand all the time. That's nice. Something good to look at. Shiny ugly guy. Okay, what do we got going on here? Okay. It's okay now? God, they're really getting fired up now these days. Let there be light. I got a black face, you know, talking about Abhimanyu, I got a black face. Well, that's good, blind the guy out. Put brown jyoti in your eyes and see keep class. It's better like this. Like this, right? I don't care what, I wear sunglasses next Sunday. Okay, look, wait, let's get this story correct. Kuntila heard Radharani is enjoying with Krishna in the forest. You got that? And then she reported her brother Abhimanyu. Now, okay, that's going on. Now, cameras switched. The cameras are now yellow. Now your cameras are switched to the forest, Kunja, with Radha and Krishna, okay? Radha is lying in the flower bed with Krishna, and she hears someone running through the forest towards her forest Kunja. And she begins to, Radha panics and fills with fear. Can you imagine? You're a married woman, and you're lying in a flower bed in the middle of the forest, and you hear someone running through the forest. You say, your mind is thinking, who is it? It's my husband, it's the cops, it's even worse, it's Jatila. Husband I can deal with, the cops I can deal with, Jatila is impossible. So it's a very tense scene. So Krishna says, Radha, don't worry. Remember, this is India. No problem. Radha, you forgot. Don't worry. This is India. No problem. No problem, Prabhu. No problem. Dasiji, no problem. Relax. No tension. Just stay exactly where you are. Don't leave the rest to me, Radharani. Suddenly, Abhimanyu angrily stomps into the kunj. Drum roll, drum roll. Hey, drum roll. Hello. Drum roll. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like. I wouldn't want to be your husband. This guy's a poor husband, though. Yeah, bum because of his head, you know. There's the drums, there's parts of drums called the head, you know. Drum heads, and this is the head also. So she beats those heads like that, she beats this head, she beats bad trouble. Boom, boom, wow, man, what's up? So much to Abhimanyu's amazement, what did he find in the Kunj? Abhimanyu didn't see Krishna anywhere. But who did he see instead? Goddess Kali! Kali Ma! Abhimanyu saw his wife Radharani and Kali Ma. With big fangs and blood dripping out of her mouth. And swords and daggers and 10 arms, 10 hands. Abhimanyu was much amazed. He didn't see Krishna anywhere. He saw Goddess Kali standing there before his wife Radharani, who was busy offering arti to Goddess Kali. Ma Kali ki jai. Duly embarrassed, Abhimanyu begged pardon from Radharani. Oh Patniji, oh my Priya Patniji, please forgive me. And he returned home as quickly as he came. He ran back home lightning speed because he thought Kali's going to go catch him. Then Krishna resumed his real form, and Radha Krishna laughed heartily as he remembered the expression of surprise on Abhimanyu's face. Radha Krishna heartily laughed when they remembered the amazing expression on Abhimanyu's face. He said, "Oh, there you are, Radha! Radha Krishna! No mistake. Meanwhile, Abhimanyu went home and heavily chastised his sister Kutila for accusing Radharani of this farce. So that's the story of Krishna becomes Kali Bhairav. That's a good one, huh? That's a winner. Now, Krishna's up to his old tricks again. He bit Kutila, we heard that by Lila. Now, we'll hear. Oh, this one, page 11. Showing Lila's here. This is Krishna disguised himself as a female barber. His name is Muralika. In Sanskrit, the word for barber is natani, I think. I think natani. I think so. I don't know. Do you have any idea? Barber. I think it's natani. I don't know. Look up, type in Google Sanskrit for barber. Type in your, search your Google. Sanskrit word for barber. I heard something. I read somewhere some shastra. Do you know? Navitarani is not. I was confused. I was thinking Navitani is manicure. The lady. Yeah, I was thinking Navitani. There's a lady. Her seva gopi does manicure. You know, takes care around his fingernails. You know, cutting and trimming and all, painting and all that stuff. You know, it's called Navitani. Yeah, I remember, it's Navitani. I remember I read that word in Sanskrit, Navitani. I saw a Tulsi prayer. Navitani Chapapani. Yadi Kani Navitani. Yadi Kani Navitani. Yeah, my brain's all crazy times, you know. I see connections everywhere, this way, that way. All the connections are supposed to make it spark. Like you connect wires the wrong way, they spark. All my connections are supposed to make a joke, you know. So I connect this thing, that thing. Yani Kani Navitani. What is Yani Kani Navitani? So that's just the way my brain works. It's just crazy brain, you know. So what happened to Krishna disguised as a female barber, which was the word? You might have heard.
Napitaha.
Nabitaha.
Yes.
Is it masculine or feminine or nude?
Masculine barber.
Is there a feminine barber? Nabitarani or what?
Nabitani.
What's the feminine?
Feminine.
There's a name Antab Shahi, Shuri, Divakirti, Mundi.
When do you shave your head? You got you Mundi, I Mundi, you Mundi, I Mundi. Come on, go get with it. We're trying to look at the word in Sanskrit for barber. It's an important part of the story here. It's all tangential excursion here. What is the pun?
Not showing the female.
What's masculine?
Napitaha.
Nabitaha. It sounds like close to Nabitani Chapa. Okay, that's the story. Let's leave it. Come on, get to leave it. So all this other stuff. One day, once upon a time, Krishna met Brinda Devi. And Krishna said, "Oh Sakhi, I'm drowning in an ocean of grief." Sound familiar?
Yes, good.
Drowning in an ocean of grief. Brinda Devi, please save me. My heart is crying. How can I attain the love of my life? That's everyone's question. But what you have in your hand ain't it. Whoever you have in your hand and you call your love ain't it. So we all have the same question. How can I attain the love of my life? It's my fault, but what to do now, Brinda Devi? So Krishna's saying he's not right because it's his fault. Krishna goes on, Brinda Devi, I'm a great offender. But my Kishori is very merciful. People say she's Kurumai.
Yes.
I'm suffering in separation. I'm suffering in separation. I'm suffering in separation from Radharani. Krishna's not the only one. Anybody heard that? You guys are too busy Russian film studio. Yeah. Call in support team from Sweden, all the way from Sweden, support team. Rudy, please save my life and reunite me with Radharani. Brinda Devi said, Krishna, Sham, oh Shamju, Sham, the fire of Radharani's man is increasing more and more. Who can possibly approach Radharani and pour the ghee of humility upon the fire of her anger? Radharani has closed her ears and refuses to hear anything. She even considers her black hair to be equal to poison. Her black hair is poison. Why? Reminds her of Shyam Sundar. Radharani has stopped going to the Yamuna. Why? Reminds her of Shyam Sundar, Kalindi, Yamuna. She will not open her eyes after the sun sets. Because the nighttime is called Shamko. Shamko Ratko. She doesn't want to see any Shamko Ratko. And she has banished all Sakhis with blackish complexion or names like Shamala. She's banished them all, and they're not allowed in her Sangha. She threw away her blue sapphire necklace. I wish she'd throw it this way. She threw away her blue sapphire necklace. You wouldn't do that. Why? as it reminds her of Nila Madhav. She broke a black-colored cage to free the parrots. The parrots were in a black cage, so she broke the cage and freed the parrots. She uprooted a tamal tree that she was personally taking care of. Ecology people wouldn't like that. There was a tamal tree, and the bark of the tamal tree reminds her of Krishna's complexion, so she broke the tree down. Not recommended. She has smeared sandalwood over all dark pictures and trembles with anger when she sees the blue sky. She looks to see the blue sky in the daytime. The nighttime she doesn't look at night, and in the daytime the blue sky she's trembling with anger. She's really in Mahanidhi Radharani. Meanwhile, Krishna, hearing it, starts crying and trembling. And with a trembling heart, he says, "Oh, Vrinda, how can I meet my lover?" Radha Devi says, "Listen, I'll give you an idea. You should dress yourself as a lady barber. And you can go and paint Rai's feet. You can go and paint Radharani's lotus feet. Because barbers do that. They paint feet and do stuff. Diversified portfolio. From head to toe. They cover from head to toe. They cut the hair and they paint the feet. But they paint the hair and cut the feet. No, some ladies paint their hair, they dye their hair. So the barber has to know how to dye hair, otherwise he has a big job in India. There's 1 billion people who dyed hair in India. So sometimes you have to paint the hair and cut the feet. Toenails. So, Krishna is disguised as a female barber. He has cakey flowers in her braid and wearing a beautiful nose ring and all ornaments. And they showed the beautiful form of Swami in a mirror. Taking a box of kumkum, Krishna waited for Radharani near the border of Yavat. Lita saw this heavenly damsel standing near the border of Yavat, and she said, "Oh, beautiful lady, you live in Braj, or where do you live?" And the female barber, alias Shamali, "I live in Mathura. I am a Prem Kagalini, beggar of Prem. I have come to color the feet of Kishori." Vrishabhanandi is famous as Rasheshri and Kamalini, Lita said. Our Srimati is very sad. She's not interested in any ornaments or decorating her feet. She's very angry with Krishna. Her body is burning. So even if he rubs sandalwood or musk on all her body, it will just dry up and flake off her body. Then Shamali, the female barber, says, "Oh, Lalita." No, now he's talking to Radharani. She's talking to Radharani. "Oh, Srimati, give up your sadness. Your moon-like face looks black. My heart breaks to see it. Oh, Rasarangani, please give up your man. Oh, Radharani, your beautiful hair, please be merciful to me. Don't be angry in your mind." Speaking words of consolation, Shamali begins to clean Radharani's nails and coloring her feet. But while Shamali, Krishna disguised as a female barber is putting black dye around his feet, his hands start shaking. I wonder why. He's touching, what's the big deal? He's touching around his feet. Mahavasrovini. He's like electrified. Got an electric shock ran up his spinal column. Hit his Sastrapamna chakra and blew out a bunch of petals. And then, so meanwhile, the female barber wrote while Shamali was painting around his feet. She was painting when she took the red black dye and wrote the name Sham. So, seeing it, Radharani pulled her foot back, became angry, very angry at the female barber, Shamali. With great indignation, Radharani said, "Who taught you to write this name? You're such a shameless lady. Get out from here." The fearful Shamali, the female barber, chanted Radharani's name with tears in her eyes. And Krishna ran away. Radharani blew him right out. He made a mistake, right? He gave himself away, I guess. So Krishna ran out to the forest crying in separation and met Radha Devi again.
Oh.
And he said, "Oh, Radha Devi, it didn't work. You told me to be a female barber, Radharani, and I accidentally painted Radharani's feet like you told me to do. By painting my name, I couldn't resist putting my name on Radharani's feet. And then Radharani got angry, what is this, and threw me out. So you have any other bright ideas?" He said, "Okay, you have to accept the dress of a Mahanidhi." A Mahanidhi means a female lady florist. Female lady makes garlands. "Oh, Radha, how you suggest another disguise? Because your last attempt was a failure." Radharani got angry and drove me away. Radha Devi, "Shan, don't be helpless." So Radha Devi dressed up Krishna again and ornamented Krishna as a beautiful with makar earrings and red alta on her feet, nose pearl, white sari. Krishna looked so beautiful. You could. Krishna looked so beautiful, he could even disturb the mind of a sannyasi. That's not so hard to do anyway. What's the big thing about that? Happens all the time. So, Radha Devi gave whoever, Mahanidhi, lady florist lady, Mahanidhi, gave her a basket full of flower garlands, Malati, Madhavi, Ketaki, Bakul, Champak, etc. In a blissful mood, then Mahanidhi Krishna entered Radharani's home in Yavat to give her some olives. Seeing a beautiful Mahanidhi with blackish complexion, Vishaka said, "Where have you come from?" You can't say, Krishna never says Braj. He always says Mathura, because he says Braj. Everybody in Braj knows everybody in Braj. So there you go, he knows, so they can't say I'm from Braj. What part of Braj? From Basanti Gram. No, I know everybody with Basanti. Mukrai, I know everybody in Mukrai. Unshiga, I know Kamai. Yeah, so Mathura. They never, the gopis never go to Mathura. They don't know anything about Mathura. I was born in Mathura when I was fear of Kansa, now I moved to Braj. This is Krishna disguised as a female Mali, Mahanidhi. flower lady. I'm talking about Rani. Talking to Vishaka. So Molly says, "Where's Radharani? I bought so many nice garlands for her." Lita says, "Radharani's not feeling good today. Your blue flower malas will not please her. We don't need any flowers now. Radharani is not bathed. Nor has she done Sriya Puja, because the Rahu planet, Radhagram of Man, is now attacking the Radha star." So Lalita took she took some white malas, no blue ones. She took white malika, malati, and white chambak, and she put it around Radharani. Radharani became very happy to receive garlands from Lita. So then the lady florist said, "Why don't you wear sapphire bangles? They would look good on your golden wrist." And then the lady florist said, "How come I don't see any dark complexioned gopis in your assembly? And I don't see in your courtyard here. You have once a tamal tree. I don't see it there anymore. Where's it gone? Moreover, all the dark colored paintings in your house are covered by sandalwood paste." Then the lady flowers tried to offer a blue lily mala to Radharani, saying, "This will help you remember Krishna and make you feel better." As soon as Radharani saw the mala, she became angry and threw the garland away. "What do you say, you nonsense person? Get out of here!" But Krishna ran away, went back to the forest. Van Bihari Sham Ki. And again met Brinda Devi. This is the end of this thing here. So that's the florist lady. And this is a well-known Leela, but it's not on my schedule. What's the time? 5.
3 minutes to 5.
It's not on my schedule, but I like this Leela, so we're going to tell this Leela. So this is sannyasi. Krishna becomes sannyasi. It's a well-known Leela, but maybe there's some different twist here. We'll try to twist you around a little bit. Twist you around and make it come out a different way. Turn you into a Tootsie Roll. Wind you up. Okay. So Krishna met Vrinda Devi. He said, "Look, Radharani is not giving up her sulky anger. I will now go drown myself in Yamuna. There's no way I can break Radharani's mind." So Vrinda Devi said, "Look, relax, Sham, be patient. I'll give you another idea." Oh, here we go again. But now you won't have to. I won't make you dress as a lady. I won't humiliate you by making you dress as a lady. You can dress as a sannyasi. A Dhampaka sannyasi. Krishna's 2 brahmachari. You disguise yourself as sannyasi and you beg Radharani for alms, for some charity, some dan, and ask her for a man. So when the jewel of prem becomes a beggar of prem, then Radharani will give up her unconquerable mind. That's what Vrinda Devi said. Because he's a praying Nilamani Sham. And she's praying Swarupini Radha. So when the jewel of praying becomes a beggar of praying, then and only then Radha will give up her unconquerable mind. Quickly, Radha Devi arranged for that dress. But Radha Devi said, actually, I can't find any in Vrindavan. I can't find any sannyasi dresses here. All I can find is gopi dress. I go to the market, go to the bazaar, it's only gopi dresses. Gopi dressed in tank tops, and gopi dressed in t-shirts and stuff. Standard modern dress for the Indian, Indian size, Western. Gopi dress and t-shirts, it's the in thing though. So only gopi dress, I can't find any sannyas dress in the market. It's gone out of fashion, So listen, I can't give you a sannyas dress. You have to go to Kailash. Only Shiva can give you. Adi Yogi Shiva. Shankar Bhagavan ki. Jai. So Krishna went to Kailash. Yeah, Krishna went to Kailash. Kailash is in Braj also. Kedarnath. Kedarnath. He went over a few kilometers west of Nandagram. Kedarnath. Kailash down. He went looking for Radhastami. She ran off to Kailash down. So Krishna went to Shiva and said, Shiva, please. Oh Shiva, he went to Kailash, he couldn't find Shiva. He's crying, oh Shiva, please give me darshan. My heart is crying for Radhika. So finally he met Lord Shiva. And Krishna asked for a blessing from Shiva. He said, Shiva, please dress me in your form, with ashes and matted and dreadlock, what do you call it? What's it called? Jata, and Damaro, da. Only by his disguise will Radharani's mind disappear. Lord Shiva said to Krishna, what are you saying? I know you came from Brajmando and everybody over there does bhang and all that stuff. They sometimes act crazy and talk crazy. You're talking crazy. You're asking me to become a sannyasi. You're the hero of the entire universe. You're the Lord of illusion. You're playing a joke on me. Having your darshan here in Kailash has made my entire life of bhajan successful. How can I imagine to take away the beautiful peacock feather from your hair? How can you wear a 3-line tilak? Your fire looks very good with 2 beautiful upward lines. Urdhva Pandra, Gorachan. Krishna's complexion is tilak, it's Gorachan. It's bright yellow-green color. Golden yellow, golden like green on blue background. And how can I decorate your ears with Makar? Your ears are decorated with Makar Kunda. Now you'll wear 1 copper earring. She wears 1 copper earring. How can I you're wearing Vaishyanti Mala? How can you give up your Vaishyanti Mala and put a necklace of bones and skulls around your neck? And your singing shoulders, your shoulders are decorated with a golden chadar. Now you carry a bhikshu joli, a begging bag on your shoulder, carrying a bag, like singers on book bag, Joli means a bag, begging bag. How can your beautiful hand that carries a Padma, Lila Padma, how can it carry a kamandalu, a sannyas water pot? How can I smear your body is usually anointed with kumkum and sandalwood and kasturi and all beautiful things. You want to take all that off and smear your body with ashes? possible. I can't do it. Now, how is it possible to put a tiger skin around your waist, which is decorated with a yellow silk dhoti? How can I replace the fine string of bells around your waist with a pair of copins? And Krishna says, "This is Shakara Bhagavan Maharaj. Please decorate me with matted locks and sannyas dress to gain the attention of my Priyaji Radharani." Okay, so be it. Lord Shiva decorated Krishna as a sannyasi with ashes, baking bowl, the whole works. A Rudraksha mala around his neck. A Damaru dressed as a yogi sannyasi beggar. Brajabandhu proceeded towards Yavat, singing a song over and over again. So now the sannyasi Krishna has left Kailash Dham and come to Yavat Gram. From Kailash Dham come to Yavat Gram. Playing his dhamma, and he's singing a beautiful bhajan. Bengali bhajan also. On the way down for Kailash, he picked up some Bengali. They ran into some Bengali yatras on Kailash yatra and other Bengali. Man mai radi, man bikari, toma lagi hailu, dambaro dari. Dambaro dari. I'm holding a dambaro, drum. I'm holding a drum. I'm bikari. I'm man bikari. I'm begging for your man. I'm playing a dambari. Man mai, Radharani means Radharani is full of man. Man mai, Radha, Radhe. Man mai, Radhe, man bikari. Toma lagi hailu, dambaro dari. Yamara aparada shama, man dana niva. Something like that. Oh, man mai Radha, I'm a beggar of man bikari. Just for you I carried a damaru. Please forgive me for my offense. I have come to beg the wealth of your sulky anger. First, the sannyasi beggar went to Nadaraj's palace. Who's the sannyasi beggar? Nandanandan, Krishna. He's rattling the Maro drum, saying, Jai, Jai, Har Har, Jai Damaro Dara. Jai Har Har, Jai Damaro Dara, Jai Har Har, Jai Damaro Dara. Jai Har Har, Jai Damaro Dara. All glories to Hara, Lord Shiva, the holder of the Damaro drum. Mother Yashoda was hearing this amazing drum and amazing mantra. And looks out the window. What is this? Who is this? I've never seen a yogi like this before. Is this my Gopal coming in dressed as a yogi? She asked. So Yashoda said, "Oh, Yogi Raj, where have you come from? Where's your home? What kind of foolish parents do you have? What kind of foolish parents do you have that your mother, that you become yogi at such an early age?" He's only 15, though. "Your parents must be in great distress. Come inside, wait for my Kana to come back from playing. You two can make friends and play happily together." Kana is Krishna. Mother Yashoda doesn't realize that Kana is now Kana Bhogi Yogi. Kana's a bogey yogi. She doesn't know. Confirmed by God.
Double confirmation.
Double confirmation. She wants her baby. Such sound effects. Our classes are really wild. What's going on? These guys are going away. Can't take the volume. Oh, you want it back more? You want it back there? Sorry, excuse me. It's so hard to keep straight right here. So Krishna says this is sannyasi. The mother I've come from Mathura. I've come from the Mathura on the son of Devaki Yogini and Vasunath. Quickly give me alms and I'll return. So Mother Yashoda goes away from the front door and goes inside the palace and calls out, "Oh Kana, where are you? Come meet this Bala Yogi, he looks just like you." So meanwhile, Yogamaya produced an exact replica of Nandanandan. So when Mother Yashoda went in to call Kana, Kana was at the front door disguised as sannyasi, so Yogamaya made another Kana. A duplicate Krishna. So now this Krishna, her son Kana, and met the sannyasi and Yashoda fed them both cream. Check cream. Malai, nice. Well, she doesn't know who this sannyasi is, but he's a young boy like her Kana. So the young boys like cream, so feed him cream. Good yogi, huh? He comes to big alms, he's supposed to get a few dried chickpeas, some chana. Gets cream, full fat cream. Good deal. So Krishna says, "Mata, I'm going now to my village. I'll come back to your house later." So playing his domino, Krishna left. So Krishna goes to Varsana. Varsane Wali Radhe, Shri Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, 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 Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Radhe, 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 Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Vrindavan Haila ki, Radharani ki. So Krishna Sannyasi Baba Dambaro Dari has gone to Varsana. Seeing the Bala Yogi approach, the Gopi said, "Oh Seki, look at this repulsing yogi sannyasi. I've never seen such a sannyasi before." So Raja Gopis greeted Krishna at the door of Radharani's palace. Radharani's inside. "Oh Maharaj, where have you come from? What, you stay in Vrindavan? Where's your mat? Where's your ashram? How you're so young? You're so young. How you became a yogi? How your parents allowed you to go big?" Krishna said, "Don't you Sakis know? Dhruva also became a yogi at an early age. My guru ordered me to accept alms from chaste women. I heard that Radharani is the most chaste woman in the universe. So please introduce me to Radharani. My guru ordered me to accept alms only from Radharani's hand. Shut up. So Radharani was not in Barasan, she's in Yavat. And the gopi was Jatila. Slight adjustment. Slight difference. So Jatila says, "Oh Bala Yogi, please accept alms from my hand." You know, take some down. And Krishna, what's your name? The Bala Yogi said, "What's your name?" And Jatila says, "I can give you alms. Why do you need to know my name?" Krishna, Bala Yogi Sham says, "Oh Mata, my guru's order, I only accept alms from the most chaste women." So Jatila says, "Vishaka, go bring Radharani to offer a plate of alms to this yogi sannyasi." The leader brings Radharani. Oh yogi sannyasi, you're asking alms from the most chaste lady. The leader is saying this. But everyone in Braj says Radharani is a disgrace to her family. And Krishna says, "Oh Kishori, I come to see your lotus feet. First, in the name of Dharma, you must promise to give me alms. I don't need that big plate you brought me. On my guru's order I've come here. Please consider and tell me yes or no." Radharani breathes very deeply and fearing to disregard Dharma, she says, "Okay, whatever alms you want, I'll give you." So Krishna, sannyasi Bala Yogi, stretches out his open hands and says, "Please donate the man you're keeping towards Nanda Nandan. Please give me those alms quickly, and I must return soon." Full of happiness and distress, Radharani folds her palms together and says, "Oh Yogi, please take all my man towards Krishna." Receiving the treasure of Radharani's man, Krishna left, went outside of Yavat, and threw away his sannyas dress. And we took a rag and wiped off the ashes off his body, and wiped the tilak off. And he went by underneath a kadamba tree at Ter Kadamba. He started playing his flute. Where's my flute? Started playing his flute. And he wrote his name in the flute. And he was standing under a Kali Kadamba tree. And hearing that enchanting song of Krishna's flute, Krishna said, the Sakhi said to Radharani, "Oh Radharani, can you hear that bewitching sound? Leave all your distress. Let's run to see who that flute player is." As the Sakhis ran to Ter Kadamba, they sang an uproarious kirtan of Radha Raman, Hari Govinda Bolo, Bhaja Gopala Bolo, Govinda Bolo, Gopala Bolo, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Bolo, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Bolo, Govinda Bolo, Bhaja Gopala Bolo. So that's the story of Radha meets Krishna in the dress of a sannyasi, bogus yogi. That wasn't in my lineup, but it came in my lineup. So now we hear about the Jyotishi. You know what a Jyotishi is? It's an astrologer, bogus astrologer. What about a bogus speaker? There's those also. This is the story of the Jyotishi saves Radharani. Jyotishi saves Radharani. What's going to happen now? It says here, astrologer saves Radharani. One day, once upon a time, Radharani made a mala, flower mala, and Vishaka carried it to the pastures, where the cows were. She wanted to give it to Krishna, but Krishna was busy playing with the cowherd boys. So Vishaka hung the mala on a branch of a tree. She put it on a branch of a tree. So the mala was hanging from a branch of a tree. Radharani made the mala, Vishaka carried to the forest, give to Krishna. But what happened? A big black crow flew down and grabbed the mala and flew away and dropped it in front of Padmasaki. Dun 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 dun. Padmasaki is chief Saki in the party of Chandravali, Vipaksha Saki, the rival party of Radharani. There's Radharani one side, Chandravali on the other side. There's Lita Vishaka one side, the other side, wearing blue trunks. Padmasaki wearing green trunks is Shaivya. So the crow dropped Radharani's mala in front of Padmasaki. What does Padmasaki do? She picks out the mala and brings it to Chandravali. And Chandravali puts on the mala. When she walks down the footpath, and who does Chandravali meet on the footpath? Radharani!
Finished.
And Chandravali shows her mala to Radharani and says, look what Krishna gave me. Women have a way of working, They have their techniques, They can be mighty cruel. So Chandravali is showing off the garland she received from Krishna. So she's lying. Women are good at lying. She's showing off. Women are good at showing off. And she's trying to screw another lady. Women are good at screwing other ladies. Doesn't look good. Radharani angrily decides to commit suicide. Krishna hears the news. Oh, here he goes again. Krishna hears the news, disguises himself as a yogi. It worked once before, so he tried again. Yeah, Jata Rudrakshas, all 9 yards. Din drum, whole thing. Instant replay. He didn't go to Kailash, he just went to a costume shop in Mathura. Vishaka introduced the yogi to Radharani before she committed suicide. He was a yogi astrologer, I forgot to say. Krishna disguised himself as a yogi astrologer. So he had a panchang under his arm and all kinds of astrologer stuff. charts and all the pencils and pens and all this stuff. So Vishaka said, Radharani, before you commit suicide, this astrologer can tell you about your future life. So Vishaka asked Jyotishi if he knew the story behind the garland on Chandravali. So then the Jyotishi, Yogi Jyotishi, Krishna in disguise, because he knows everything, past, present, and future, he's Bhagavan. So he said, actually, Vishaka, what happened is that garland was left on a tree by you, for me. I mean, for Krishna. Rewind. Delete that part. The garland was left on. I see by my mystic vision, my Shrikala Gyan Yogita, I see that the garland was left on the tree, and a black crow took that garland. Krishna didn't get it. It was given to Padmasaki. The Padmasaki gave it to Chandravali. So Chandravali's putting on a big hoax. Krishna didn't wear the garland. Didn't give her the garland. And Radharani heard that from the Jyotishi astrologer, and she was very happy. And she asked the astrologer, with your mystic power, oh great Yogi Raj, can you bring Krishna to me? And he said, I have to do that. I have to go in seclusion and do some special. I have to do some special pranayam. I have to do some special pranayam and use some different tantric. I can't do this in front of you. So just wait for a minute. So Krishna went behind a huge neem tree, big neem tree, and Veena Devi and Yogamaya, everybody came dressed in all gold. So then Krishna came back. And Radharani was happy. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe! So that's the story of the Jyotishi saves Radharani's life. She's about to commit suicide. Just at that last minute, Jyotishi arrived. Reveal the truth. This is not advertisement for Jyotishis, by the way. They're good. They're another place. They're good for some people. They're good. So now what else? Can't read my writing. I turn the page, figure it out. Oh. Now it's time to hear about Radharani's manjaris.
Jai Ho!
Jai Ho! Manjari Baba ki Jai Ho. In Barsana, Radharani is always lovingly served by a group of Sakhis called Nitya Sakhis or Pran Sakhis, commonly called Kinkaris, Dasis, Anucharanis, or Manjaris. The mood of the Manjaris of love is called Radhastami, which means that these Dasis, Manjaris have more and extra affection for Radha than they have for Krishna. The Manjaris think, we are yours, Radhika. The Manjaris are made of nothing but the transcendental mellows of Seva. Their hearts are completely dedicated to Radharani's happiness. They don't know anything else. Because of the Manjari's steadiness and Seva and in Madhurya Rati, the Manjaris are allowed by Radha and Krishna to enter the Kunja during the most private, confidential pastimes. And they serve Radharani by massaging her feet, offering water, offering her pan, betel nut. They escort Radharani Abhisar, love journey, and they're always satisfying, engaged in Radharani's service. Sometimes the Manjaris, they forbid Vrindadevi from taking Radharani on Abhisar to meet Krishna. So Vrindadevi wants to take Radharani to meet Krishna. So why does Vrindadevi want Radharani to meet Krishna? Because Vrindadevi, what is her affection? Vrindadevi is Krishna's Snehadik. So she's more rooting, cheering for the team of Krishna than for Radharani. So she knows that Krishna will be happy to meet Radharani, so she's doing everything she can to take Radharani to meet Krishna. But the Manjari say, wait a minute, hold on. Not so fast, Vrinda Devi, slow down. You're on Krishna's team, but we're Radhastami, we're on Radha's team. And Radharani's with us, and we're in charge of Radharani, not you. So lay off. Back off. They don't talk like that, but the Manjaris forbid Vrinda Devi from taking Radharani to Krishna. And the Manjari said to Vrinda, listen Vrinda, tell your friend Shyam. Not our friend.
Yes.
Our friend is Sakhi Radharani. Tell your friend Krishna. This is a monsoon night. There are many poisonous snakes slithering around. So how can we send our frightened gopi to meet Krishna in a mountain cave? So he, like Kaliya, Krishna defeated so many snakes. So let Krishna come here and meet secretly with Radharani. In other words, you're not taking our Radharani to meet Krishna. You have to bring your Krishna here to meet our Radharani. Jaya Radharani ki jai. That's nice. So that's the Manjaris. Now, Shyam's Abhishek. Okay, good. Feeling better by the week. Okay, go for it. Okay, I don't know what to title this. This is Shyam's Abhishek. Everywhere in Vrindavan and Braj, Krishna is always harassing the Braj gopis by blocking their path and demanding tax, and they have to pay him with pots of yogurt, milk, and ghee. So in this particular pastime, the gopis got revenge on Krishna. It's called Shyam's Abhishek. So they decided to tax Krishna. One day Radharani was in a sulky mood of mind, refusing to meet Krishna. She was playing here with her intimate Sakhis. To break Radharani's mind, Krishna disguised himself as a Sakhi. What else is new? Here we go again. Sakhi yogi, Sakhi yogi, Sakhi yogi, Sakhi yogi. There's not a Sakhi comes a yogi, it's not a bogus yogi, it's a bogus Sakhi. Either way, whatever he is, he's bogus. So now this beautiful Shamala Sakhi, so nice, beautiful, thin waist, and carrying yogurt pots on her head, and walking so beautifully, swinging from side to side, elbow out like that, you know, like that. You know. What's that? Candy or what is it? What is that thing? Oh, snake or something. Some trick, some kid trick. Okay. So Krishna was disguised as Sakhi carrying pots of milk and yogurt. He came there to mix with the Sakhis and associate with his beloved Priyaji. But Lalita Vishaka accosted, they apprehended, they accosted the disguised Krishna Saki and asked her name. What's your name? What's your parents' name? What village are you from? Where you born? Krishna replied, I'm Sham Saki from Nandagram. I'm the daughter of Nanda Maharaj, the mother of Yashoda, and the sister of Krishna. Saki said, oh? Well, since you're always bothering, harassing us with taxes, now it's our turn to tax you. What do you have to pay? So Sham Saki Krishna says, all I have is milk and yogurt. So the Braja Gopis took the yogurt and milk from him. But they understood that Krishna disguised himself as a gopi. So Lalita Saki winked to the other gopis, conveying to them they should tie Krishna up. So the gopis ganged up on Krishna. He can defeat any demon, but he can't defeat love. He's always kind. He's praying Basi Boot. Krishna praying Basi Boot, not Basi Boot. Transcribe at some lecture. He's praying Basi Boot, VHU. So Boot, VHUT, A. He's praying Basi Boot. He's controlled by praying of the gopis. So they tied him up, tied her up, her, him, whatever. So after they tied him up, they poured all the milk and yogurt they took from him over Sham Saki to get revenge for all the harassment that Krishna gave to them. Everyone laughed while watching the Abhishek of Krishna. This pastime is called Sham's Abhishek. Jai Ho! Shri Krishna ki Jai. That's nice. Saki's even the score. Okay. What's the time now?
5:40.
Thank you. There's a beautiful story that takes place in Govardhan. Radhastami ki Jai. In a cave. No, wrong. Hiraj is good, that's Jai. But past the best time, I couldn't read it straight, my eyes don't work too well. It wasn't in a cave. It wasn't in a cave in Govardhan, it was a cave in Govardhan. I saw Govardhan, my brain saw Govardhan. This is Govardhan. Govardhan is Radharani's private garden in Barsana. It's the hills of Barsana between Mankutir and Kutir. One day, once upon a time, you there? Radharani had some important family duties at Vrishabhan's palace in Barsana, so she could not go to Nandagram and cook Krishna's breakfast. Oh. Bad news. Sri Krishna was very sad not seeing Radharani. So Krishna came to Varsana and he climbed up on the hill hoping to get a glimpse of Radharani inside her palace, but he couldn't see his beloved Priyaji. So Krishna came to Varsana because she didn't go to Nandagram to cook his breakfast, so he said, he came to Varsana, where's my breakfast? He came looking for the cook. The cook, he didn't come, where's my cook? What's he doing? He really wanted to see Radharani. He didn't care so much about cooking, although he likes cooking too. But he's missing her darshan. He said, you don't come to see me, I'm going to come see you. This is love. Love is mutually attracting. It goes both ways. Sometimes lover goes to see beloved, sometimes beloved goes to see the lover. So, what did Krishna do? He's outside the palace in Barcelona. So he imitated the sound of a peacock. What does it sound like? That's good. More peacock sound. Yeah, not so much. Sound like you got set on a tag or something. Anyway, something like that. So that's Krishna imitating the sound of peacocks. She wanted to attract Radharani's attention. Hearing Krishna, Radharani sneaked out of her palace and followed the sound of that peacock until she found Krishna on top of the hill. Okay, now fun starts. Now Radharani met together in great ecstasy. Then they went to find a very secret, secluded cave and gave her wine. Radharani sat down and Krishna lay on the ground, resting his head on Radharani's lap. Very intimate, very sweet scene. Krishna's lying on Radharani's. And Radharani was stroking Krishna's face very lovingly and very tenderly, and they were speaking very intimately with one another. Meanwhile, dun, 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 dun. Meanwhile, Kirtida, who is Kirtida? Radharani's mother. She became worried. She couldn't find her daughter anywhere in the palace. She went all over the place. She searched outside. And what did Kirtida see? In the brush of her jewelry, she saw the delicate footprints of Radharani. 8 marks on the right foot, 11 marks on the left foot, 19 marks, Charanchina. This is my Radharani. So then what happened? Dun 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 dun. dun. Look, Kirtida followed the footsteps. And they went up to the hillside, then to the entrance of the cave, where Radha and Krishna were sparring together. This is not a good thing to be seen by your mother in a cave with somebody that isn't your husband or isn't your brother. Radharani was absorbed in gazing upon the beauty of Shyamasundara's face, and Shyam's head was resting on the thigh of Radhika, glancing towards, but Krishna was his head was on the thigh, he was glancing towards the entrance of the cave. And he saw, in the sunlight outside the cave, at the entrance of the cave, he saw Kirtida. Da, 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 da. However, Kirtida, due to standing outside in the intensely bright sunlight outside, she couldn't see inside the dark cave. She was blinded for a moment. She could not see that Radha and Krishna were inside the cave. It's a good thing. Turn the page, what's going on? It's a cliffhanger. Will Krishna get caught or not? Yes or no? Seeing Kirtida, Krishna thought quickly to save the situation and protect his greatest devotee, Parichanaya Sadhana. Immediately, Krishna turned into a beautiful male peacock. Not female. Male peacock, all the colorful tail. When Kirtida recovered her vision, she saw a most amazing sight. She saw her daughter Radharani sitting peacefully composed in the cave, gently petting the head of a peacock, who was resting his head on Radharani's thigh. Radha Kunda Bhagavan Shri Krishna ki Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Kirti said, Radharani, what are you doing here all alone? I've not seen you in the palace. I was so worried. I searched everywhere and flowers found you. Oh, Mata, I felt so bored sitting at home. So I came here and I saw this peacock, so I started petting him. Okay, now come on, leave that peacock. Now come and take your meal. Krishna, Radharani carefully lifted the peacock from her thigh and placed him on the ground and sadly returned home to Mother Kirtida. Sometime later, Krishna assumed his Shamrup and returned to Nandagram. Jaya, Krishna appears in every species of life. What's the time now?
5:45.
Okay, this is the last lila for the day, for Radhastami. This is called the veena player. The veena, who's going to play the veena? Oh, there it is. The veena player. Oh, this has a long background. What happened was Krishna was supposed to meet Radharani, and he didn't. He ran off and met Chandravali instead. And then later, after leaving Chandravali, he left Chandravali's kunj and met Subal outside the kunj. And Subal complimented Krishna. Kaniya, that was really a good trick how you fooled Chandravali's mother-in-law. Because when Krishna was with Chandravali, her mother-in-law, Abhimani's mother-in-law, Chandravali's husband's mother-in-law, she approached the kunj and Krishna disguised her with so Subal is glorifying that. So Radharani, so Subal and Krishna were laughing as they walked towards Radhika's kunj. Seeing Shama approach her kunj, however, Radhika turned her face away in disgust. Because she stood up, Krishna stood up Radharani. He wanted Chandravali instead. So she's like fried. She's really unhappy with Krishna. And Krishna's laughing. He goes, it's Subal and Radharani. So Lalita blocked the entrance to the kunj and said, "You cheater! Get out from here! You always enjoy others' wives in different kunjas. Don't take another step. If you want to stay alive, then just go right back to whoever you came from, and just abandon it. Do you have any hope you may have about attaining anything over here?" Lalita's heavy, Bami Prakar. Krishna replied in a choked voice. He got tears. She scared him so much he couldn't speak. Before he's laughing, cocky, laughing. Man, we fall down. Lalita, why are you so angry with me? I'm completely free of any fault. Nirdosh, no fault. I can't live another moment without meeting my Praneshwari Radharani. Such a liar, cheater, lumpot, dirt, cheater. Radhika's beautiful, sweet name, form, qualities are my very life and soul. And Lalita, you're my Anuradha, the second name for these Anuradha. So please help me relieve my great distress. Then Krishna slowly and humbly approached Radharani, sat at her lotus feet, and humbly folded his hands. Tears started dripping. Krishna started crying uncontrollably. And Krishna's tears of love fell down and bathed the tender lotus feet of Radharani. What's going to happen now? Glancing at Radhika with apologetic eyes, Krishna said piteously, "All right, please save me, please save me." But Mahanidhi Radha didn't even cast a glance at Shyamsundar, not even a Radha Kunda, not even a sidelong glance. Krishna realized he was facing an impenetrable fortress of opposition. So Krishna slowly and quietly left Radharani's kunj. Get lost, Jack. Don't come back. Seeing Krishna looking so depressed and disappointed as he left the kunj, Vishakha felt compassionate and boldly addressed Radhika. "Oh, Radharani, don't be so angry with Shyam. After all, everyone knows that Krishna is wicked by nature. Nevertheless, you are deeply in love with Shyam and you know it, so you have no other choice. Don't you realize how much Shyam is attached to you? He can't live without you for a moment. Please heed my advice and forget your anger." Hearing all this from Vishakha, Radharani became even more angry. She said, "Vishakha, what kind of confidential Sakhi are you anyway? You repeatedly asked me to forgive this black snake." Vishakha went to Krishna to report Radha's condition. How intense Krishna said, "Vishakha, if Radhika is not happy with me, I'll give up my life." Everybody's committing suicide left, right, and center. Understanding Krishna's pain and anguish, Vishakha devised a means by which Shyamsundar could meet with Radhika. I wonder what that means is. The means is, Vishakha says, "Listen, Shyamsundar." Actually, this means much more now, because this was 16 years ago I told this Leela. And I wasn't knowing I was going to be Vishakha's Sakhi. So it means a lot more now. "Listen, Shyam, you must dress up as a gopi." What else is new? Bogus gopi, bogus yogi. Bogus yogi gopi. "But you must dress up as a gopi musician." Yeah, there you go. Play kartals. Kirtan Mandali, Gopi Kirtan Mandali. Prabhat Samadhi. Kishori's Kirtan Mandali. All female cast. Ruski only. No Deshi gun. Only Videshi gun. Videshi Mandir, Videshi gun. So what's happened now? So Krishna, here we go again. "When you arrive at Radharani's kunj, we and all the Sakhis will glorify your musical talent and ask you to play your veena." Radharani really likes to play veena. She likes veena music. Whenever she hears you play, she'll definitely become pleased with you. So a short time later, Krishna Gopi showed up at Radharani's kunj. Radharani said, "Oh Sakhis, who is this amazingly attractive new Sakhi that has suddenly arrived?" Vishakha says, "Radhika, she is Shyama Sakhi. She's very famous in Mathura for her virtuosity in veena. After hearing about her wonderful qualities, she came here to play veena for you." Radhika ordered Shyama Sakhi to start playing. Hearing the sweet ragas from Shyama Sakhi's veena, Radharani's heart melted with joy. Overwhelmed in happiness, Radharani thought, what can I do to reward this beautiful, attractive gopi veena player? So Radharani spontaneously embraced the veena player. What's going to happen now? I don't know. Turn a page. I don't know how to turn a page. And Shyama Sakhi returned the embrace and kissed Radharani's sweet lips. Seeing this beautiful display of ecstatic retrograde, all these symbols, Sankis and Manjaris shouted euphorically, Jai Jai Sri Radhe! Jai Jai Sri Radhe! Jai Jai Sri Radhe! Needless to say, Mahanidhi Radha now became Mahabhavati Radha. Jai Ho. So that's our Leela Katha for Radhastami 2000. Leela Katha Samapt 2022. Does anyone, what time is it now?
5:55.
5:55. Someone give me a cell phone, type in MSO, Mahanidhi Swami Official. I want to look at the Facebook page. I want to read something from the Facebook page. We have 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes worth of guitar. We can pack it in. 5 minutes. 5:15. MSO. Mahanidhi Swami Official. Watch out. The official. Okay, there we are. I'm close. So much stuff. Can't find it. Today's the birthday of Swami Haridas. Swami Haridas Sarvabhati Ki.
Jai!
Bhagavi Haridala Ki.
Jai!
So much stuff here. Today's the appearance of Vishakataki. Okay, here it is. The name of this post or lecture or whatever is Seeing Radha Through Krishna's Eyes. Are you ready? Ready?
Yes.
One day, once upon a time, in Goloka Vrindavan, Shyam sat alone under the shade of a beautiful flowering kadamba tree that was filling the entire forest with a sweet fragrance reminiscent of Radharani. Becoming absorbed in vivid memories of his sweet beloved, Krishna spontaneously began glorifying Radha with the choicest words full of love. Brilliant green parrots gathered in the branches, curious innocent deer collected nearby, and swans floated in the peaceful waters of Yamuna. All were stunned in bliss and spellbound in amazement to hear what Shyam was saying. Contemplating within himself Vicharantare, Krishna said, this is Krishna speaking to glorify Radharani, Chinmaya Purnatava Radhika Prema Unmata. Krishna said, I am full of spiritual truth. I am Purnatattva, but Radhika's love makes me mad. Prema Unmata. I'm Chinmaya Purnatattva, but Radhika Prema Unmata. What is the power of Radha's love by which she always overwhelms me? Everywhere, everyone says, I am the Adi Guru, I am the Jagat Guru, the spiritual master of the universe. But now I know, Krishna says, now I know the real truth is this. Radhikara Prema Guru, Ami Shishanad, Avanana Nrityanachayava. Radhika's Prema is the Guru, I am her dancing disciple. Radha's sweet love always makes me dance in wonderful ways. Radha Prema Vibhu Shanai Shanai Badai Sadai. Although Radha's love is all pervading, it increases every second. I lost it in somewhere else. Let's see. Sean's so tricky here. Touch it goes away somewhere else. just hit it, goes flying away. While Shyama was praising his beloved Priya, he suddenly remembered her divine form and how Radhika's Rup, Gandha, Shabda, Rasa, Sparsh, and Vritti completely attract and captivate all his senses of seeing, smelling, hearing, touching, and thinking. Krishna continues speaking. 10 million cubits are conquered by my matchless, unsurpassed, sweet beauty, but my eyes find the greatest happiness in seeing Radha. Vamshi Gita Karshai Trivavan Radha Vachni Hari Shravan. My flute song attracts the three worlds, but Radha's voice fully enchants my ears. Amara Ganda Jagat Suganda Chitta Pranahara Radhanga Ganda. Nice. Amar Ganda Jagat Suganda Chitta Pranahara Radhanga Ganda. The fragrance of my body fills the entire universe with sweet aromas, but the naturally sweet scent of Sriji's limbs fully enthralls my mind and heart. Amara Rasa Jagat Saras Radha Adara Rasakara Vasha. Although my rasas fill the world with sweetness, I am totally controlled and subjugated by the sweet taste of Radha's lips. Radha Adara Rasakara Vasha. Vash means controlled. Adara means lips. Radhika. Radha Adara Rasakara Vasha. Amara Svarsha Kotindu Shita Radhika Svarsha Ama Sushital. Shital Sushital. Although my touch is cooler than 10 million moons. Koti Indu. Koti means 10 million, Indu means moonbeams. My touch is cooler, we touch Krishna's body, he feels cooler than 10 million moons. However, I am completely refreshed by the cooling caress of Kishori. Radhika Svarsha Ama Shushitala. Fully refreshed by the cooling embrace of Radharani, cooling caress of Radharani. Anya Sangha Yata Sukhavai Rasukha Shatadikai. I get hundreds of times more happiness from meeting Radha than anyone else. Somehow, by divine arrangement, that very queen of Shyam's heart suddenly appeared at a lonely spot beside Yamuna. Seizing the opportunity to flatter the cherished treasure of his heart, Govinath said, "O Devi," Krishna is speaking to Radharani. He was alone, he was glorifying Radharani, and saw Radharani appeared in front of him. Nam Rupa Guna Lila. One day you're chanting Krishna's name, Krishna will appear in front of you. One day you're chanting Radharani's name, Radha will appear. O Devi, your divinely attractive body is the source of all beauty. O Sulochan, your radiant cherry lips are softer than the sense of immortal sweetness. O Pramapriya, the effulgent orb of your perfectly shaped face bears the aroma of a blue lotus, of a golden lotus flower. O Radha, your heart-touching, honey-sweet words silence the soothing warbling of the cuckoo. O Sriji, your shapely golden limbs are cooler than sandalwood. Actually, O Shyama, each and every one of your senses floods with bliss whenever I am with you, who are the abode of the most attractive and sensational qualities. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. All these quotes that we read of Krishna glorifying Radharani are from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adivita chapter 4. It's just verses, but we made it like an article out of it. Thank you. So that's it. Anyone want to say anything else about Radharani? Yeah.
It's more a question. So today I was listening to Prabhupada's Radhastami class from the 1970s, and Srila Prabhupada said that we cannot approach Krishna directly. We have to approach Krishna through Srimati Radharani. So what does that mean as aspiring sadhakas? How do we approach Radharani first, or how do we know what do we have to do?
What we have to do to approach Radharani? You have to become pure lover of Krishna. Because Radharani is surrounded by pure lovers of Krishna. So you want to become a servant of Radharani, you have to become a pure lover of Krishna. You can only become a pure lover of Krishna by surrendering to Radharani, by serving her, chanting her name. So Prabhupada, he was saying the goal is Krishna, but Lord Chaitanya said the goal is Radharani. Gopi Baba Angikar, he didn't say Gopa Baba Angikar. He didn't say accept the Baba of a Gopa, worship Krishna. He said accept the Baba of a Gopi, Gopi Baba Angikara. Mahaprabhu taught we should accept the Gopi Baba worship Radharani, and that will please Krishna the most. So this is the teaching of Ragmarga Mantri Baba. So Prabhupada is teaching Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti, worship Radha and Krishna in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan. He said it from his own lips. We worship Radha and Krishna with opulence, like Lakshmi Narayan, gold crowns, jewelry, and all fine, nice, opulent things. And the more opulence, the more we like it. But Krishna wears peacock feathers in his hair, and gunjamal around his top knot. And Vaishyanti Mala, he doesn't wear flowers from the florist. Doesn't wear flowers from the flower shop. He doesn't buy flowers from the Mali in front of Banki Bihari temple. The gopis pick wild flowers. Vaishyanti means wild flowers, 5 wild flowers. The Krishna, the ultimate Krishna we worship is the Krishna of Radharani's heart. So, I'm following Prabhupada's main teaching to attain Radha and Krishna is to chant Hari Krishna mantra without offenses. Chant Hari Krishna mantra without offenses, and worship Hari Guru and Vaishnavas. Hari Guru and Vaishnavas with pure love, also without offenses. And that way we'll attain the eternal service of Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan. This is the teaching of Prabhupada. As you remind us every day, every class, anywhere around the world. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. He didn't say Jaya Krishna Balaram Goshal Bihari. Jaya Krishna Balaram Goshal Bihari. He says Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Kunja, Kunja, Kunja. Kunja, Nikunja, Nivritani Kunj. There's 3 types of kunjas. Kunja, Nikunja, and Nivritani Kunj. So Mantri's place is Nivritani Kunj. Every second place is Kunja. And all intimate seconds is Nikunj. But the Nivritani Kunj is only Radha Krishna Mantri's. Nivritani Kunj, Leela Ki Jai. Because the Nivarki said Nitya Kunja Leela. So he said, okay, stay there. You stay in Nitya Kunj 24/7, Nitya Kunj Leela. We don't care. We're in Nivritani Kunj. You're in Nitya Kunj. Okay, good. Have a good time. Please do Vishaka Radha Krishna. Okay, we're with Radha Krishna in Nivritani Kunj. And Manjari. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Thank you very much.